Hey guys, it's Dave from Golf Ed. As promised, in this video, I'm going to educate your game about impact, the moment of truth.
I'm going to give you the mechanics of how to get into impact correctly. I'm going to give you drills to work on to get into impact correctly. And that's going to help you keep the club square longer, and you're going to be able to hit through the ball with the right motion.
Okay, so first, we need to talk about where the divot starts. And with an iron, that's after the golf ball. You want to hit the small ball first, the golf ball first, then you hit the big ball, you hit the earth. And in order to make that happen, you got to have your weight in the right spot, you got to have your hands in the right spot, and you got to have your body moving the right way. With a driver, I don't want you to ever hit the ground. With a driver, you're hitting the ball on a little bit of an upswing. So the low part of your swing happens just before impact, and you're on the way back up when you make contact with the ball. I don't want you scooping. I want it to be a natural flow of the swing, and I'm going to give you a drill for that.
I want to talk to you about how to hit the ball on the upswing, how to train the field for that happening. And to do that, we're going to get rid of the golf ball. What I want you to do is get in your good setup, play the ball off your front foot, get your spine angle right, and all you're going to do is try to make some swings and brush the tee without hitting it out of the ground. That's going to give you the feel we're looking for.
So the first thing I want you to take away from that video is ball placement. In order to catch the ball on the upswing with the driver, you got to play the ball forward in your stance. I'm talking about left heel to left toe, no further back than that. That's going to give you a really good chance of your swing bottoming out and being on the way back up as you come into the ball. Again, without flipping, it's just the natural arc of the swing. The second thing I want you to know is when your left forearm and club shaft make a straight line, that's the longest and fastest point of your swing. It's also the bottom of your swing. So when the club starts to pass your hands from there, it's on the way back up. So, based on that information, that the longest and fastest point of your swing happens when your left forearm and club shaft make a straight line, and that you want the divot to start after the ball with the irons. When do we want the left forearm and club shaft to line up? Right after impact. And this is how you do it.
The longest point of your swing happens when your lead arm and the club shaft make a straight line. Okay. What we want is that to happen after impact. If it's happening before impact, you're going to hit it fat. And if you don't hit it fat, you're going to hit it thin. You'll never really get here and get a divot after the ball. And what's the culprit of that? It could be a number of things, but a lot of times it's the right hand. So what I want you to do is get comfortable taking the leverage away from your right hand. So instead of a normal grip like this or interlock, what I want you to do is double or triple overlap. And we're putting the pressure on the body to get the club through instead of hitting with your right hand and breaking everything down. So you're just going to make some swings without your right hand on the club and getting used to letting your body release the face.
What I said at the end of that video is really, really important to what we're talking about. Because a lot of times I'll be teaching a lesson and I'll say, hey, you want to have your club shaft leading in, your hands are leading into impact, and the club shaft's leaning toward the target. And what people do, they just shove their hands in front. Well, when you do that, your club face opens up and you're left to try to flip it with your hands and try to time everything up. That ain't going to work out for you. So when you're coming through, I want your body to square the club face. So when you're turning through, everything has to be moving through together. So if we take a club and we go back and through, well, let me just show you.
What I want you to do is picture it this way. If there's a camera in your belt buckle, at and after impact, the longer that camera sees your hands, the longer the club's going to stay square. So you can't simply shove your hands in front. You have to make everything go together. So let that camera see your hands as you're moving into impact, and you'll keep the club square a lot longer.
So these are the basic principles for getting into impact correctly. On our app and on social media, we have a full library of drills, tips, and swings that are going to help you improve. We look forward to educating your game. I'll talk to you soon.